Yeah, so I was telling you that all of us, we have the opportunity to correct ourselves, just like Duryodhan got his opportunity, but he did not seize that. Okay, he didn't listen, he was arrogant. He thought that whatever he was doing, it was correct, right? So I continue. Now, the Mahabharat war. So finally, the war had to happen. Okay, no one, especially Duryodhan, the Kaurav, did not want to make peace. So the war had to happen. And of course, Pandav, they were on the side of Dharma. And the Kaurav, they were from the side of Adharma, right? Now, Krishna offered his help to both Pandav and the Kaurav, right? Both of them, donc côté Pandav, nous avons Arjun. Right. We had Arjun, who was on the side of the Pandav, who went to seek help from Krishna. And from the Kaurav, we had Duryodhan, who went to seek help from Krishna equally. Now, Krishna gave two choices in Advishwa. One is the divine army, right? An army, there will be lots of soldiers to fight. Deuxième, it was Krishna himself. Krishna himself, but weaponless. Okay, so Krishna offered an entire army, ou bien Krishna himself, but weaponless. Il pas prend aucun arme to fight in the war. He will be there only, but no fighting from his side. Duryodhan said that what will he do with the Krishna on the battlefield where he is not going to take a weapon to fight and to help in the war? According to Duryodhan, it was useless to have Krishna weaponless on the battlefield. So Duryodhan opted for the huge army to take part in the war. And Krishna was so happy to have Krishna. Arjun was so happy to have Krishna with him on the battlefield. Although Krishna would be weaponless, it was not a problem for Arjun, because when you know God is with you, you are already victorious, because God is by your side, means you are good. Sinon, God would not have been by our side, right? So that is the help Krishna offered to both of them. Now, Krishna, God, is impartial. We have said that the Kaurav, they were the bad people, Adharma, and Pandav, the good people, and so, right? Krishna could have said, oh, you are bad Kaurav, I'm not going to help you, I'm going to help the Pandav only. But no, God is impartial. If he is helping, he will help everyone equally. Pareil, God loves everyone equally. Whether he have the biggest thief on earth, plus grand voleur à la terre, ou bien plus grand sadhu, religious persons, the most greatest spiritual person on earth, God will love everyone equally, right? So again, lesson here, and especially here, the most important lesson is the choice of Arjun, right? He chose goodness, he chose divinity to be by his side. So Krishna was weaponless, and Krishna offered his services to be the charioteer of Arjun during the war. Krishna, it's Shayo de Arjun. Krishna offered to be the charioteer. Krishna, the god, il peut faire un travail de charioteer. Charioteer, normalement, will be compared to a driver. Parce que c'est ça, ce travail, to drive, no? But see, Krishna, he is not like any work that he does, he's not disgraced by that. Even if we do a work of a driver, we are scavengers, we are a housewife, we are whatever thing you work, any people, okay, anyone work. Travail, c'est travail. At least the work is being done honestly with love. That is more important, right? So Krishna offered to be the charioteer of Arjun during the war. I continue. Now, when they were entering the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the place name was Kurukshetra. When they were entering there, Arjun realized all of a sudden that he can't fight. He considered it useless, futile, that is useless, to wage war against his own blood relation and seniors, elders, teachers, masters. D'un côté Kaurav, Tina ban Kaurav, bien sûr, the 100 sons, they were brothers, c'était ban demi-frères de Pandav. So Arjun realized all of a sudden, am I going to kill my own brothers for a kingdom? Arjun realized, d'un côté Kaurav, nous avons seniors. We have respectable elders, so the Guru, Dronacharya and Kripacharya. They had two gurus, Dronacharya and Kripacharya. The teachers, the gurus, étaient dans side de Kaurav, right? He thought, am I going to kill all these people, my gurus who taught me many things, who gave me knowledge, right? And he dropped his weapon. He said that I'm not going to fight. Arjun said he is not going to fight. And then Krishna encouraged him. Krishna gave him the greatest sermons, the message of the Bhagavad Gita on the battlefield. Now, Bhagavad Gita is quite a huge one, having 18 chapters, 18 chapters, and 700 verses. We are not going to do everything for this, but majorly, what were the major teachings of Krishna to Arjun? Krishna taught him the Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga means the path of action. It is the path of attaining the greatest goal of life through selfless action. Nous tous nous faisons action sur la terre, but actions should be either good or bad. Of course, we need to choose doing good karmas, good actions. Now, doing good actions are not enough. The actions, the good actions, should be selfless. Selfless means that when we do an action, we do not expect results in return. I give one example. If I'm going to help someone today, I'm feeding a needy man today. Example, I should not even think about, oh God, I'm doing a good action, de me comme d'un problème, tu besoin help moi, and so and so. Là, non, nous avons expectation. We should not have expectation. I know it's very easy to say it, but practically it's very difficult. Whatever we do, we always have expectation. Right now you're learning, you have expectation to pass the exams, right? But any action done should be selfless, should be without having expectations. It is all about do the karma, do the action, and surrender everything to God, because every action has a reaction. Si nous faisons action là bon, définitivement, the reaction will be good. So we should not worry about that. It will happen automatically, right? So this is one lesson Krishna gave to Arjun on the battlefield, to do selfless action. That is, he is on the battlefield, he need to act, he need to fight. Why did he need to fight? Because he was a warrior. Arjun was a warrior. And the duty of a warrior is to fight, to protect people. Nous pas qu'à laisser tout le monde corps vivre comme ça sur la terre. They should be punished, or bien they should be taught the right lesson. And this is what exactly Arjun need to do on the battlefield, to teach them the lesson, right? I continue. Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, he also elaborated on another spiritual path, which is bhakti. Bhakti, you know, is devotion. Bhakti can be, you sit, you do prayers, you chant the name of God, you read Ramayana, we do fire sacrifices. To sala se bhakti. But also bhakti means to help people. Parce que si nous prenons le mot bhakti, bhakti comes from the word bhaj. Bhaj. Bhaj veut dire to have intense love for God. The meaning of bhaj means to have intense love for God. So bhakti means having intense love for God. How do you show love to God? You pray, we do arti, we do fire sacrifices. We have lots of ways to show. If you want to feed a poor man, that is a way to show devotion. So that is also devotion. Devotion is not only sitting in a mandir or what. Okay, helping people, sharing what we have is also devotion. This is another lesson Arjun learned on the battlefield. Another one is Gyan, knowledge, the path of knowledge. Here, what does Krishna explains to Arjun? We are all, we are born, right? We have a body. Our body is destructible, right? And the body has an atma, has a soul. And the soul is indestructible. The soul is indestructible. It won't be destroyed. Today I die, only the body dies, not the soul. The soul will remain eternal. The soul will transmigrate from one body to another, right? So when Arjun is on the battlefield, he must not think about, oh, these are my brothers, these are my gurus, these are senior people. No, because, you know, when you say brother, our brothers, our gurus, who are they? They're actually the body. Not the atma in the person is our brother, our gurus, our this or that. That body, that person, that is his body. We are connected to that body. So that person, that body is my brother, is my guru, is my this and that. But in essence, Kinwete, we are the soul. So Krishna had to give this message to Arjun so that he could realize when we are killing someone, we are killing only the body. We do not kill the soul, because the soul cannot be killed. The soul is eternal. I'm not saying we should go out killing people right now, but on the battlefield, this was what is going to happen, right? This was what was happening on the battlefield, killing, etc., right? So we should not be sad that, okay, I'm destroying a demon. Oh, the demon is my brother. Oh, the demon is my guru. Oh, and so and so. We should not be sad for that, because we should not be attached to the body. Parce que the body will be destroyed sooner or later. But the soul, no. The soul will go again in another body, then again in another body, right? These are, ça c'est trois façons nous capables summarize the Bhagavad Gita. The teachings of Bhagavad Gita can be summarized under these three headings: Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Gyan Yoga. So after hearing all these things, Arjun decided, no, I'm going to fight now. He feels so much encouraged by Krishna. And Krishna, of course, he was the charity of Arjun. But apart from that, he saved Arjun and the Pandav many times during the war. Okay, where Krishna also, he even used foul means, unfair means to protect the Pandav, to protect Arjun. One example I will give you. It was not yet sunset, right? Arjun, ce garçon, c'était Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu was killed on the battlefield, right? In a conspiracy. The next day, Arjun promised he's going to murder the killer of his son before sunset. Silipare is the murderer of his son before sunset. Arjun would commit suicide. That was what Arjun said. Then the day after, Arjun on the battlefield, he's trying to kill that killer, the one who killed his son. But all the Kaurav, they were protecting the killer. And it was nearly sunset. It was not yet, but it was nearly sunset. Parce que comment arrive sunset, war arrêté, and it continued the next day. Comme ça, Mahabharat war continued for 18 jours. So it was nearly sunset, but that killer was not yet killed by Arjun. Et si Arjun part ici, tu dis, Arjun will commit suicide. So what Krishna did, Krishna in fait an unexpected sunset. In fait to prove that, see that it was sunset, right? And quand in fait ça, what happened? Ça diminique tu Abhimanyu là, okay, thinking that he's very proud of himself, what he did and all. It's because he came forward and comment c'est ça, in fait, Arjun, remember that you said if you're not going to kill me before sunset, you are going to commit suicide. So you should go ahead to commit suicide. And then Krishna qui fait time, retourne normal, back to the point que c'était. So this is one way I told you that Krishna has used many unfair means on the battlefield. But those unfair means was to protect the good, was to protect the Pandav. Maybe it happened with you. You know what we say, white lies. White lies, say, Nugosmansi for a good reason, right? Nugosmansi for a good reason. Should we do that or not? No, lying is lying. It's not good. But seeing the situation at times, we have to. Let's say, si moi n'a pas dire la vérité et avec la vérité, un dimon cave perdu sur la vie. One example. So I should avoid saying it, right? So the point here is Krishna used unfair means to protect the good people, right? Then the war definitely ended and all the Kauravas, they were destroyed, they were killed, and the Pandav was established as the ruler of the Hastinapur, right? Now, the end of the avatarhood of Krishna. You know, when avatar comes on earth, he has to go, he has to leave, definitely. How? There was a hunter, he was hunting, and Krishna was sitting under a tree, right? And Dulwan, okay, the hunter saw something, and he thought that, okay, today will be a great hunt for him. It's possibly a really carved hunt. The hunter shot an arrow, but it was the feet of Krishna. The hunter shot at the feet of Krishna. And this is how Krishna left his body. We don't say he died, because God does not die. He just takes an incarnation. Yes, his body died. His body, as Krishna, destroyed, but Pali, not God, right? So that was the end of the avatarhood of Krishna, right? So this is it on